Developing right now in the Eastern Cape, where gale force winds are fanning a fire at St. Francis Bay. A number of residents have been evacuated at St. Francis Bay outside Port Elizabeth due to the runaway fires. Fire Officer Dewold Barnard says that close to 15 houses with thatched roofs have caught fire. It's believed the fire was started by a bushfire. Although the fire is under control at the moment, Barnard says that the strong gale force wind might cause further damage. A number of roads have also been closed as residents in St. Francis Bay. Elsabe Boshoff says that gas bottles are also exploding. Well, for an update, I'm now joined by Hattingh Bornman, who's the Speaker of the Kruger Municipality. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on the program, Mr. Bornman. Just give us an update. We had believed that it was 15 houses that were damaged so far, but it is much more than that now.
Yeah, it's just been reported, thank you, Peter, that about 20 houses has been damaged at this stage. Not all have burnt down, but 20 houses are damaged by the fire so far.
All right, what do we know about how it started and how it's spreading?
At this stage, it's very difficult to determine what exactly started the fire, but it has spread literally like wildfire because of the gale force winds that we have here at the moment. We had a quiet morning, and then the wind picked up all of a sudden, which caused the fire to spread very quickly, and then obviously damaged the houses. It is going in westerly direction and obviously going towards the ocean, but there are still quite a lot of houses in the way of the fire in the direction the wind's blowing at the moment.
Are the emergency services managing not to make it spread, or are the winds just too strong at this stage?
Yeah. And also because of the heat of the fire is extremely hot at the moment, so it's difficult to get close. But we have deployed a helicopter, which will be there shortly, and assist in extinguishing the fire. We've also been able to get a fire truck from the Nelson Mandela Metro, which is our next door municipality, as well as from the district municipality to come and assist in the fire. So we've got all hands on deck at the moment to get the fire under control as quickly as possible.
All right. Nobody has been hurt? You've managed to evacuate everybody from the area?
Yes. Luckily, there's been no casualties. No one has been hurt at this stage. And we are asking people to please go to the municipal building in St. Francis Bay across from the Caltex garage. Evacuate the houses. We have asked all people to evacuate from the area between CC Drive and Harbour Road. So it's there's quite a few people there already that's evacuated, and people are carrying out their furniture onto the road and so on and so on. So, but we please ask that people evacuate the area immediately.
Is the area quite contained? I'm just worried that if it does spread, that if it's a big area, there's a lot of damage that potentially could be caused.
Yes, also because of the thatched roof that many people have in the area, the black thatched roofs, that causes the fire to ignite even quicker. So that does make it very difficult, especially once it starts on a roof. It's very difficult to stop. So we are doing our best. Our emergency services are on the ground and doing their best to wet houses before the fire. So the wetting roofs where the fire is possibly going to go, as to stop it from spreading further.
So what kind of assistance are you likely to give to those people whose houses may be too damaged to return to?
Well, at this stage, we do have emergency equipment on the ground. We usually give with lots of water. We do have, because of the fact that we have quite a lot of fires. We've had quite a lot of fires over the last 12 months in the area. We've got a whole lot of stock that we've lined up in terms of water and clothing and places to sleep and so forth and so forth. So our community has been really helpful in terms of assisting people whose houses has been damaged, and we're making all of those available to people who's obviously lost their homes in the fire.
So, as you've just hinted there, is this something that's quite common at this time of the year happening in St. Francis Bay area?
Not necessarily this time of year, but we have over the last 12 months or so had 2 or 3 big fires, including you might remember the fire that was in Naima about a year ago that also affected, that spread all the way through our area as well and quite heavily affected our municipality. So we have had quite a number of veld fires during the last 12 months that's been quite damaging to our municipality.
All right, so we're going to leave it there, but perhaps if you could just remind us again just how many houses at this moment in time, what's the count that you have in terms of damaged houses?
Yeah, damaged houses is in the about 20 houses have been damaged at this stage of the count of our police and fire brigade on the ground. So not all of them have burned down to the ground, but at least 20 has been damaged in the fire.
All right, so Mr. Bornman, we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. That was the Speaker of the Coega municipality speaking to us on the line from St. Francis Bay, where it seems 20 houses so far have been damaged by this fire, which we believe was started by a veld fire that's spread, and they're struggling to keep it under control because of the gale force winds that could be upwards of 60 kilometers an hour.